This is a tactic, a different kind of tactic. Are they going to give this to Wout van Aert? What a tactical play this is! Absolute masterstroke by Jumbo-Visma in the finishing stroke. Remember, it's a block headwind finish, but this man can do it all. Can he hold up the peloton? An absolute genius bit of tactical play, but he's battling in to a block headwind coming off the sea here in Felixstowe. This will be absolutely astonishing if he can pull this off. Where is the bunch behind? It's about 500 metres to go for the man from Jumbo-Visma. There's a big sprint behind. They've been wound up by the Ineos Grenadiers, but it looks as if it is going to be Wout van Aert. Absolutely superb stuff. The crucial thing is he going to be able to create a time gap now and open up a lead on the general classification? This is absolutely superb. Jumbo-Visma are unstoppable, as is Wout van Aert. Absolutely superb. A masterstroke from Wout van Aert and Jumbo-Visma.
Just under 2.5 kilometres to the top of the Poggio, and Pogačar was powering his way up. So fast they were having to brake into the corners. That's well and done. It's Pogačar time, and he moves, he goes. Can he open up some free road? And now it's Van der Poel who makes his move. Van Aert is the one struggling. Pogačar's trying to respond, and Mathieu Van der Poel is having one of those days. Racing. Van der Poel last year became the first Dutchman to step on the podium since Frans Maassen in 1989. It's now been nearly 4 decades since a Dutchman won San Remo, and Mathieu Van der Poel is going to do exactly what his grandfather did in the 1960s. Mathieu Van der Poel is a monuments man again. Mathieu Van der Poel is a Milano San Remo winner. And now we get the reaction. Now we get the reaction. Wout van Aert, seated power, seated attack. We wondered how he was. He's looking good, Matt. He's advancing. The big three, the top riders in the world, wheel to wheel, pedal stroke to pedal stroke. And this is the image we've been waiting for the last 365 days. And now Mathieu Van der Poel. Mathieu Van der Poel decides to go, and that is his kind of acceleration. Wout van Aert's in trouble though. Wout van Aert is in trouble. Pogačar can power away. Tadej Pogačar repeats the feat. He's going again. He's landed a left jab. Is this to be the right hook?
Devastating turn of speed by Tadej Pogačar. That is absolutely incredible.
wicked attack. Here he goes, gritted teeth. Van der Poel is putting everybody in the shade.
Get back to your feet quickly, Mathieu van der Poel. The shoe is broke on the right-hand side. It needs tightening, and this could be even more drama on a day packed full of it. Mathieu van der Poel seemingly cruising away, and in the style of Dennis Menchel. Van Aert tries to follow him. Pogacar turns up for business. It's chaos going uphill from the station on those rattly cobbles. 9 seconds, they're trying to bridge up. We knew that it was Alpecin versus Jumbo. It's Act 2 now. Of the hardest meters in professional cycling, and here comes the best climber of the lot. Tadej Pogacar on the front, on a bit of road he knows he can make them hurt. He can make it hard. It's Pogacar in the gutter, Van der Poel on his wheel. 400 meters up to 20%, and we have the famous four breaking away from those who are passengers. Pogacar attacking as they go onto the first cobble of the Kwaremont. Out goes Verhooydonk again. Backwards follows him Kral, and it's Tadej Pogacar here at the front, taking it to those top two cobbled racers on their very own terrain. You have to hand it to him, whether it comes off or not. Van Aert and Mohoric started to lose their little climbs bit by bit, but we know that Van Aert there is working at it meter by meter. Kral and Verhooydonk who is there, and this is brilliant. It just goes and goes and goes, and Pogacar is never afraid of putting down the power.
Steeper part of this towards the top as well. When you're riding it on TV, it doesn't look like a lot, but it just ramps up only 4%, 5%. You can just see it going up, but at this point in the climb. Face on Van Aert, it's rare that you see him looking down, and he's almost gasping for the air to get back into his lungs in this part of the dual carriageway.
And here we go, let's see, because it's Van Aert who decides to make his move. Has he been waiting? Is this the moment? I'm not sure. We will see. The minute Pogacar can follow. And here goes Tadej Pogacar. Tadej Pogacar makes his move with 3.4 kilometers to go. We knew he had to try. We knew he had to move. There's a reaction, and the first attack is brought back. The cat and mouse games have started with just over 3 kilometers to go. We go to 1.5 kilometers to go. Another twist, a left-hand turn this time, and it's Van der Poel leading Van Aert.
Pog again.
Pogacar just leaving that room, isn't he? We wait, he goes, he's up onto the pedals, and he moves left of the road this time. They have to react to a second time. Van der Poel tries to get there, he's on the wheel. Pogacar sits down, he knows he's unable to wriggle away for a second time. And it's Pogacar who launches the sprint early. Pogacar trying to surprise them. Van der Poel coming through the centre. Van Aert hitting the front now on the right-hand side. It's Wout van Aert trying to defend his title. It's wheel to wheel. It's a big battle, but it's Wout van Aert who wins it. Wout van Aert, the first man to defend his title here in over a decade.
And for certain riders as well, as we look at the start, we've got 5 stars, unsurprisingly, for Pogacar and Roglic, 4 stars there for Adam Yates and the rest.
And we got our first look at Julian Alaphilippe through the centre, as Jan Tratnik is there as well, the former Slovenian champion, looking after his teammate Primož Roglic, who, by the way, is racing his first one-day race of the season. However, he is a 2-time winner of this event. The climb's not the longest in the world, but it's one of the hardest out there. 2.1 kilometres, average of 10%, maximum of 18%, and this, as far as natural stadia go, is one of the most special around. Rafał Majka continues to work behind, and UAE have good numbers. Quick sighting of Chavez, the former winner there. Roglic, the former 2-time winner, sits on the wheel of his compatriot Tadej Pogacar, who last year finished second here to Enric Mas. Back of the line, the Slovenian champion Tadej Pogacar. 2 Slovenians on his wheel, Primož Roglic and Jan Tratnik. Two laps to go, and they're almost on him, led by the man who won this race 10 years ago, Diego Alesi. There's a quick chat between Adam Yates and Tadej Pogacar. In the final kilometre of that climb there's some serious damage done to the peloton. I'm looking at Ciccone, who's at the front, Vlasov, a former winner. Carapaz is still in there. We've seen Sivakov as well, with Roglic, Pogacar, and Enric Mas too. This is the front of the race then. No more than 15 to 20 riders. Tish Benoot, as Matt was saying, on the back. Zana is still in there alongside Simon Yates. Ben O'Connor sits in 4th wheel, and it's Adam Yates now ahead of Ilan van Wilder. And the plan is all then for Pogacar now. Left-hand side in the green, former winner Vlasov is there, ready and waiting. Roglic remains. Ciccone looks down and looks tired, but he's hanging on, grits his teeth. Woods, that man you mentioned, still there for Israel Premier Tech, and Simon Yates in the blue and white too. But it's his brother who's putting down the power, who is inflicting the pain, and there are 10 kilometres to go as Benoot hangs on for dear life at the back here.
I don't think anybody looks particularly comfortable here. Everybody's suffering, trying to hold on to the wheels as they winch themselves towards the top of this climb.
Conversation on the radio between the 2 riders you just mentioned, Adam Yates and Tadej Pogacar, shoring up the final plan. And here is Yates at the front with 3 kilometres to go to execute it. They're less than a kilometre now from entering the climb for the final time. We'll go through the arch, and Pogacar moves up. So 2 kilometres to go. Let the games begin, Matt Stevens. It's Vlasov who makes the first move, and this could be interesting tactically because Adam Yates might have to use the final bit of power that's in his legs to make sure he closes it. He does it with relative ease, in fact. Roglic is moving on one side as well, and Pogačar continues to sit smack bang in the middle of the group. It's Michael Woods on the left as we look at it now. Pogačar too. Adam Yates is done. Ciccone starts to struggle. Who can hang on, who can go? It's Pogačar powering up this into the final kilometre now. Carapaz is there, Roglic remains, Woods drifts, but he's still in the game. 900 metres to go, and look at Pogačar power away. It's Pogačar, Carapaz, Roglic, and Mas is the next man who's just struggling. Daylight opens up. It's 3+1, Matt, and 700 metres now to the finish line. Roglic getting ready to Roglify it if he can, and now he goes. Roglic on the right-hand side in the yellow, hits the front, and it's always hard to bring him back. He's stolen a march on his compatriot Pogačar, and it's opening up. Roglic motoring around the corner here. The finish line now is almost in sight. Roglic opening up, and it doesn't look like anybody can compete with him. Primož Roglic around the corner, almost 5 hours of racing, and Roglic might be moving on, but he ain't going anywhere. Roglic coming to the line, hands in the air, his first one-day race of the year.
Christophe Laporte qui crève à la sortie d'Arambert. Et Mathieu Van Der Poel qui accélère, attention. Mathieu Van Der Poel qui accélère juste avant Mont-Saint-Pével. Avec John Degenkolb derrière, il y a une petite cassure, attention, Mathieu Van Der Poel dans ses œuvres. Thomas.
Ah oui, il est passé à l'offensive hein, juste avant ce gauche-droite, il avait Stefan Küng dans la roue, il a relancé, il n'y a que John Degenkolb qui a pu suivre.
À 51 km de l'arrivée, l'offensive de Mathieu Van Der Poel avec dans sa route John Degenkolb, Stefan Küng avec un temps de retard. C'est parti. Van Der Poel et tout de suite Van Aert attentif. On est entré dans les 50 derniers kilomètres et le duel des deux enfants terribles du cyclisme a commencé avec Van Der Poel et Van Aert.
Et Van Der Poel y va.
Il enrôle sur ce faux plat à la sortie de Mont-Saint-Pével. Nouvelle attaque de Mathieu Van Der Poel.
C'est beaucoup, hein.
Ouais, et Van Aert pour l'instant qui parvient à répondre.
Ah, Stefan Küng
c'est réussi.
Ouais. Stefan Küng qui ne peut pas y aller. Et John Degenkolb également. Philippe Ogana avec un temps de retard toujours. On va peut-être se retrouver avec un duel. Van Aert. Van Der Poel qui part. Il n'y a pas la place. Oh, il fait tomber les Degenkolb, Van Der Poel.
Ah, il l'a pas fait exprès. C'est Pedersen qui s'est rabattu.
Aïe 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 aïe.
Il n'a pas pu venir de l'arrière.
L'attaque de Wout Van Aert. Mathieu Van Der Poel qui est en train de partir peut-être.
Il a crevé roue arrière, non, Van Aert?
Oui. Wout van Aert qui n'est plus dans la roue de Mathieu Van Der Poel.
Il y a un problème, Van Aert.
Il a un problème, on a l'impression qu'il chasse un peu de la roue arrière. Et il prend le virage à petite vitesse.
Ouais, il a crevé roue arrière.
Il a crevé.
Il chasse de l'arrière. Il a crevé, Van Aert.
C'est terminé pour Wout van Aert. Mathieu Van Der Poel s'envole maintenant à 15 km. Le secteur de M n'est pas le plus difficile, hein. Les pavés sont plutôt réguliers, enfin quasi réguliers qu'ailleurs. Attention tout de même à ne pas partir à la fosse.
Ouais.
Oh là là. Et Ghana, il revient comme une balle, c'est un poursuiteur. Attention avec Philipsen qui a lancé son sprint. Jasper Philipsen pour offrir le doublé à l'équipe Alpecin de Koenig. Philipsen devant Van Aert. Philipsen qui prend la deuxième place. Doublé pour les Alpecin de Koenig, troisième place.
Oh, problem. There it is. At last, this is his bike change. Has he got enough time to do this? Oh, every second counts.
Waiting for a long time for his team car to come up.
Exactly. Finally got there.
Change a bike.
I don't know how he managed it, but it's been a difficult process. He has, but check this out, Pogacar. On the bike, he likes, or more to his liking, I should say, and now he's decided that maybe this group needs to be fractured a little bit. Fantastic, Pogacar versus Pidcock at the moment. Here comes Healy, Lutsenko, that quartet. They've been in the engine room, Brian, and they're showing it right now, but there's two over the top by the looks of things. And look at the gaps just starting to open up here. This is magnificent. And Pogacar says, see ya, I'm out of here with 28.5 kilometres to go. And there, the elastic snaps. Oh, my life. Pidcock is in destruction mode at the moment. Oh, he's twisted the little handle, he's pressed the red button, and here he goes. Keutenberg, 700 metres, 9.4%, but more than that, some real...
Pogacar is in destruction mode. There's no stopping him at all. He's not even bothered looking back.
So Pogacar's waved goodbye to absolutely everybody. Pidcock at the moment can become runner-up, and it looks like it may well have stuck. Let's wait and see. Pidcock has to regather himself right now, but Healy has gapped him. And with 13.3 kilometres to go, delivered, made sure that the breakaway was kept well within arm's reach, and then when he went, it was a question of who could stay with him, and in the end, the answer was absolutely nobody. The Amstel Gold Race, after 6 hours in the saddle on a really tough race with over 3,250 metres of altitude gain, he's sailed the heights yet again. He's dominated every single one of the peaks. And surely this man's career at the age of 24 is just going to roll on. Twice a win of the Tour de France, and this season he just adds to what is already a fabulous roster. He has won the Amstel Gold. Ha!
Here goes Jonas Vingegaard. 4.3 kilometers to go, and he's decided it's time now to rip the race apart. He's testing out Pogačar. The Tour de France winner of last year is looking defiant in the way that he's riding this climb. The two top riders in the world in the Grand Tours right now go clear. Acceleration by Tadej Pogačar. Gaudu grimaces. Pogačar wants the bonus, but Gaudu goes on the inside. It's now a flat-out sprint for the line between the two climbers. But the questions were asked this morning. Pogačar answers them. It's going to be stage win for the double Tour de France winner. Tadej Pogačar wins at the top of the first mountain of Paris-Nice. Kilometers to the top of the mountain as Vingegaard has to freewheel into the hairpin. Such is the speed that he's got. Jumps out, starts to make a few legs hurt. And now the attack comes. The strike of Pogačar, but here goes Pogačar. The explosion happens on the mountain, and it's happened early.
Vingegaard's going to go. Vingegaard with the attack. Now, can he hold it? Pogačar does not wait, though. Tries to get on the wheel straight away. Vingegaard just does not have that explosive move. Pogačar does again. He blasts off with the line in sight, but he's looking to hold it. Pogačar can see the finish line, and Pog is back at the top. Pogačar primed for the Paris-Nice prize. Another stage win, more bonus seconds, and that yellow jersey fitting ever that bit more comfortably.
The attack comes, and it comes from the yellow jersey. And Pogačar decides no one else is going to test me on this climb. Pogačar goes into full time trial beast mode. Pogačar has just ridden every single rider in Paris-Nice off his wheel. He looks around, there's no one there.
Last year he took the Trident, but now another line on Pogačar's palmarès has been filled. Already master of the two seas, Tadej Pogačar wins Paris-Nice and is now prince of the Promenade des Anglais. It's a hat-trick of stage wins this week. Dominant from start to finish. Tadej Pogačar, take a bow.
Vingegaard attacks. Another blow now as he goes flying past the rest of the riders, and Pogacar is unable to react to Jonas Vingegaard. The defending champion of the Tour de France takes flight on the Col de Marie Blanc, and Pogacar doesn't have an answer yet.
Has had to be brave today. He wanted to put Tadej Pogacar's challenge to the sword, and it appears he may well have done it this early in the race. Still some big climbs to come tomorrow, but he has had a big old task today, and it's going to be Ciccone, the strongest of all of these in this line, that's going to be runners-up spot for Ciccone today. Vingegaard not going to get any bonus seconds here after doing all of that work. He finds himself coming home in 5th place on the day, but he'll rue it tonight.
Jonas Vingegaard. Jonas Vingegaard has flown his way from Passy to Combloux. This is a stunning, stunning time trial. The stunning assassin. He is going to win this time trial. Jonas Vingegaard, 1 minute 38 seconds. Absolutely incredible. Tadej Pogacar is starting to suffer. The heat has got to him. We just noticed that the jersey was unzipped totally, and Pogacar is starting to feel the tempo, feel the heat, and this is the moment that Pogacar is cracking totally. Jonas Vingegaard has taken complete control of this tour. On the run to the finish, Vingegaard is a tired rider. He can't stay with Pello Bilbao, but it's just academic. It doesn't really matter because Vingegaard is putting this Tour de France completely out of sight of any challenger. Yesterday, he crushed all the other competitors in the Tour. Today, he has absolutely obliterated everybody. Jonas Vingegaard crosses the line at 1:54.